What up, juicing world? This is Nomadic Juicer here. Today, I want to talk to you guys about seedless and seeded fruits. This is a common question that I constantly get. Should I get seeded watermelons versus seedless watermelon? And I kind of want to just bring some information to you guys about this topic. But the short answer is always go with seeded. But let's look into history real quick so that way we can kind of understand, how we kind of evolved to this whole seedless, seeded kind of fruit debate. So with that, let's jump right in. Technically speaking, all fruits are supposed to have seeds. The seed is literally what makes fruit. And we'll look here in a second and it'll help kind of explain what I'm talking about. But when we're talking about fruits, we're talking anything from obviously grapes, watermelons, bananas, tomatoes, oranges, lemons, citrus fruits. But we're also talking about eggplants, cucumbers, and some of the more vegetable fruits if you want to look at it from that standpoint. But if you look back in history and we look back from a geological standpoint, we go back to the Devonian period, which was 320 million years ago. This was the first time that planet Earth was beginning to be colonized by plants that had roots and leaves. And Mother Nature has a beautiful food cycle that's perpetual, that's been going on since, literally 320 million years ago without the help of humans. There's been no human intervention, up until a certain point. And the cycle that happens is that we have pollination. So when you see the bees flying around and they're jumping from flower to flower, that's pollination, which helps leads to fertilization, which creates the zygote, which is the actual seed itself between a female and a male. And then we have the tissue development, which the tissue development allows for the creation of the different types of fruits. So we have fleshy fruits, which are more like your grapes, your apples. Then we have more hard fruits, which are like your nuts. And then we have dry fruits, which are like your grains. So this whole process is done by Mother Nature without any humans involved. And this is the beauty of seeded fruits because it's coming directly from nature. It has all of the divine information, intelligence, nutrients that will keep us alive, And to give you kind of a quick example is like there's over 1,000 different varieties of bananas, but yet I'm sure the majority of us only know, especially my American viewers, we only know of one variety of banana, and that's the Cavendish banana. That's the common banana that we see at any type of stores, but yet there's over 1,000 different varieties. And so that kind of leads me to my next point to kind of let's talk about why seedless fruits kind of came into existence. So seedless fruits began in 1902. It falls under a category in botany called paranthropathy, if I'm saying that correctly. And so, as I kind of explained earlier, there's a whole process that Mother Nature has to create fruit, from pollination to fertilization to creating that zygote, and then creating the tissue development, and boom, we got fruit. The problem is that humans got involved and we started to manipulate and kind of put our own touch into this cycle that Mother Nature has created. So through that, they use artificial pollination. They're using different methods of trying to pollinate food. They're using synthetic growth mediums, so using clones and using, nitrogen-rich fertilizers, and then also using a lot of the agricultural chemicals to try to recreate what Mother Nature has been doing for 320 million years. And so when you look at this, it reduces the genetic biodiversity of the fruit itself. And then also, this is kind of what it really clicked for me because, I'm a business person, is that this means was exploited for commercial purposes because seedless fruits, you can alter the texture, which allows for a longer shelf life, which allows for it to taste a little bit more sweeter than it should. So the texture and the taste of the fruits have been altered as well. And this is why, seedless fruits have kind of come into existence. And I definitely see it more like I'm from America, and it's everywhere in America. It's even hard to find seeded fruit back home. Um, but it's just it's crazy. But once you understand the history and the science behind it, then it really helps you. Your decision should be very clear that it's always seeded. Um, to kind of give you an example is that we have watermelons, and but seedless watermelons are sterile, because they're induced by genetic manipulation. But yet, when you look at the nutritional value of watermelon seeds are rich in zinc. They're rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. They're rich in amino acids, so those are the building blocks of protein. They're rich in B vitamins. B vitamins deal with all of the energy production within the physical body. Also, we have magnesium, copper, niacin, and potassium. So it just kind of goes to show you that there's a ton of nutrients just within the seeds themselves. And so with that, I kind of want to just make this a short video real quick to kind of highlight and to kind of just give you a little bit of information about seeded and seedless fruits. If you want to learn more about this and other topics related to juicing, I just released my new ebook, How Do I Juice? If you check the link below or in my bio, you'll be able to find a link there, and you can learn more about topics like this and anything else related to juicing. So with that, I love you guys, and be easy.